Alright, so it's only been a couple days, but I've been monitoring my seedlings and they look like they're doing pretty good. Definitely not any worse than they were doing. I haven't noticed any more yellowing in the leaves. Um, so, it's only been a couple days, can't really tell. But definitely haven't noticed anything getting worse. I am officially using my rainwater to water my plants. And I also picked up some of this off of Amazon. Organic worm tea concentrate. I can put the link down in the description. You just take 5 milliliters, a teaspoon of that, and you mix it in a gallon of water. And so you just water them with that, and that'll give them some extra nutrients for organic fertilizer, basically. Trying to do everything as organic as possible. Sometimes not quite feasible, but pretty much like 90% of everything I'm trying to do is organic. So the next big project on my docket is is soil. So we're going to talk a little bit about soil. Right now, I am going to change my shoes. I'm going to put my boots on. Then we're going to go out to the garage and see what we can get into. It is raining outside. But I got a new camera. I got a GoPro. So don't know what we're going to get into. Probably not much. I really want to put the legs on that garden bed, but I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll just chat. Alright, join me. The great outdoors. Lights, camera, silence on the set, tape rolling, 3, 2, 1. Usually I do this outside because it doesn't fit through the door very well, but it's raining. Don't want to stay in the rain. So guess we'll have to do 2 legs at a time then. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a brace on the leg. I happen to have an extra 2x4, so figured why not. I have to make it, I can't put it all the way at the bottom, because I have to fit the lawnmower under these, so I'm gonna have to put it It's gonna be about here or so, I think. Yep. Kinda, sorta. Alright, so I'm starting to think that I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that my compost is not going to be ready by the time that I need it. I think it should start cooking again. I've checked it today and it's the temperature hasn't risen any, but you know, I mixed it all up yesterday and added in some activator, so it should get cooking again. But I'm wanting to plant the cooler weather vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts relatively soon. So I'm begrudgingly going to accept the fact that my soil is not going to be ready the way that I planned, but that's all right. You know, what I've been intending on doing is Mel's mix. That's what I'm gonna do. All organic, a third compost, a third vermiculite, and a third peat moss. And I've done all the calculations, everything to fill up all the beds that I built already. And it's a little bit pricey. I could save a lot of money by not going organic, but that's important to me. And I'm feeding my family with this food. So I'm gonna try to have everything as organic as humanly possible. You know, just reflecting on the cost of how much the soil is going to cost to fill the beds I already have. Now I'm debating how many more beds I'm going to build. I'm at least going to fill this side of my yard, which I think it's about 15 or 16 beds total to fill this side. So, my only worry is that it might limit, you know, how much I can grow. I had kind of big plans about how much I wanted to grow in a large variety. So not exactly sure, but what I really want to do is just use the space that I have as much as possible. I might, around here, around the front of the house, there were flowers planted previously, and I might dig all that up. I mean, it's just more soil that I have to buy, but I don't know. I want to use as much, you know, like the permaculture ideas. I want to use as much of this space as I possibly can for vegetables. I have some old tires that I've saved specifically to use as flower pots, so you know, we might plant some flowers in those. I don't want to plant food in them, but we are going to try to use this as much of this space as humanly possible. And being in the city, another thing that you battle is the sunlight. And I've been monitoring, which part of my yard gets the most sunlight and everything. And it's definitely this area right here. This area right here gets the most sunlight. The front of my yard probably gets the second most sunlight. Back there a little bit too, but these trees fill in during the summertime, obviously. So this area right here will be shaded. So that's also something that I have to keep in mind, even though like plants like broccoli can be planted in a little bit more shady spots. So I don't know, I got a lot on my platter, a lot to work out, but I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I still got some legs to put on. I got 3 more beds that I need to put out that are already built. One of them I have the legs ready for. I just gotta screw them on. My yard has been a sloppy mess since all the snow started to melt. So I've kind of put off putting those legs on there because I didn't want to roll around in the mud. So this weekend, we're gonna start getting compost and peat moss and vermiculite, and we're going to start gathering those things. We're going to keep building the beds, and we're going to keep marching forward. So not too much to report, just more of a status update with where I'm at and what we have planned for the future. Keep content coming out for you guys. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. Input on anything that I said today. I'd love to hear your opinions. If you have any suggestions for content that you'd like to see, anything, put it down in the comment section below. And I want to thank you for watching. So remember, diligence is the mother of good luck, and hope you come back. Thanks for watching.